Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Magic and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Magic's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction is a little tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Magic's going to come home with his very own training collar, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now, if you notice, he is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and the command is Magic heel. At this point, Magic has a job to do, and that is to stay even with your left leg when walking. If you turn, he should match pace with you. Be paying attention to you. He does it with such pizzazz, and each time that you stop your feet, he has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So if you're walking with him and you stop to cross traffic or talk to a neighbor, he should be sitting nicely at your left and waiting for his next command. And the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the sit-stay. The sit-stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. He should remain seated. You're going to start out at about 30 seconds because he's young, and work up all the way to 3 minutes. When Rich returns back to him, he walks all the way around him as an additional distraction, and they end up right back where they started at heel position again. And Rich tells them to heel, and they take off walking. He should walk at your pace, and if you should change direction, he should do the same. He should be focused on you. He should sit automatically as soon as you stop walking. When you give the stay, he should stay. We're building self-control, focus, attention span, maturity, all of the things that you can just sit still. And this time, instead of returning back to him, Rich will demonstrate the come on command. Command is Magic come, and he's been taught to come right in front of you and sit facing your knees, trying to eliminate that puppy habit of jumping up on you for attention, which is really cute when they're 8 weeks old and gets really annoying the older they get. So we teach them to come and sit. And Rich will demonstrate that come command again for you. Nice automatic sit, stay. You have to tell him everything that you want him to do. Magic come. If you get too enthusiastic with the come command, he will come in and put his feet on you. So we keep it kind of low key with that come command. And he gets a nice little bit of praise there with a little rub on your head and telling him he's a good boy. You don't want to take that over the top either. And this time we're going to demonstrate the down from a heel position. So with the puppy seated at your left, always seated first, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and use the one-word command to down and stay. Now Rich is correcting him. You heard him say no, because he's a puppy and he's gonna want to put his head on the ground and pick up a piece of grass or a stick. This time Rich is going to return all the way around him again, just as he did on the sit-stay, back to the heel. And see, if you notice, everything starts and stops at heel position. So every time you get back to that puppy's shoulders, he expects you to tell him what you want him to do next. Nice automatic sit.
Down. Locust down.
He was trying to lick Rich instead of laying down. And see, Rich is watching his body language and correcting him before he makes a mistake. Now you saw how well he knew the command the first time. This time he's decided that maybe he doesn't feel like doing it. So that was the correction. No, little tug, down, stay. And this time Rich will call him out of that. And then he goes back to heel. Nice job. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you, and the last command that we're going to demonstrate for you, is your down from a distance. This is a little bit harder exercise. He did it right before I turned on the camera, so I know that he knows it. Rich is going to leave him in a sit-stay. He's going to turn to face the puppy. Use his right hand to give the command. That was perfect. And you're going to lengthen out your time and your distance on all of these commands. He's a baby. He has a beautiful foundation in obedience, understands and is responsive to all the formal on-leash obedience commands. He's been a lot of fun. He's a great guy. I know you have a bright future with him. And we want to thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company, and we will see you soon.